Cancer is strange and, frankly, kind of terrifying. As scientists have studied it more, trying to find better ways to defeat it, they stumbled upon a mind-bending biological mystery. Big animals don't seem to get cancer nearly as much as they should, which doesn't add up. Logically, the more cells you have, the more chances for something to go wrong. So why are giant creatures seemingly immune? To unravel this, let's zoom into what cancer actually is. Inside every living thing are cells, tiny machines made of countless protein parts. They build, break down, and repair structures, generate energy, and replicate with mind-blowing accuracy. These internal systems operate through complex chemical pathways, like tangled webs of instructions stacked layer on layer. And somehow, they run flawlessly, until they don't. With trillions of reactions happening every moment across billions of cells, mistakes are inevitable. Over time, small glitches accumulate, like static building up in a song. Eventually, a cell may malfunction and start behaving badly. Normally, there are built-in safety measures, emergency shutdowns that trigger the cell to self-destruct. But sometimes those systems fail, and when they do, a rogue cell can begin multiplying out of control. This is how cancer starts. Usually, the immune system spots and eliminates these rebel cells, but it only takes one to slip through the cracks and gain momentum. Now here's the kicker. All animals face this issue, and the size of the animal should, in theory, determine its cancer risk. That's because most animal cells are roughly the same size. A mouse cell is about the same size as yours. The difference is quantity. A mouse has way fewer cells and lives a short life. Less time and fewer chances for cancer to appear. But humans, we've got about 1,000 times more cells and live around 50 times longer. And yet our cancer rates are pretty much the same. Go even bigger, say a blue whale with millions of times more cells, and they barely seem to get cancer at all. This is the core of Peto's paradox. The bizarre observation that big animals should be overwhelmed with cancer, but aren't. Why? Well, scientists have two major theories. Theory 1. Evolution stepped in. As multicellular life evolved, organisms got larger, but growing meant more cells, and more cells meant more chances for cancer. Species that didn't adapt better defenses, they didn't survive. Cancer isn't triggered by just one mutation. It's a chain reaction. It takes multiple specific genetic errors for a cell to become fully cancerous. Some genes, called proto-oncogenes, can turn dangerous if they mutate the wrong way. They might disable a cell's suicide function, let it hide from the immune system, demand resources, or divide uncontrollably. Luckily, other genes, tumor suppressors, act like the brakes. They stop or destroy damaged cells before things spiral. Large animals, they seem to have more of these built-in defenses. For example, elephant cells need far more genetic errors to turn cancerous than mouse cells do. Of course, this likely comes with trade-offs. Maybe wound healing is slower, maybe aging is faster. We're still figuring that out. But there's another possibility that's even weirder. Theory 2. The enemy of my enemy is still cancer. Meet the hypertumor. Imagine a tumor as a rogue city. Cells growing selfishly, taking all the resources they can. But tumors aren't stable. Cancer cells mutate constantly, and occasionally, a mutation creates a traitor cell inside the tumor. A cell that refuses to play nice even with its fellow cancer cells. These turncoat cells form hypertumors, tumors that attack other tumors. They hijack blood supplies meant for the original cancer, starving it from the inside out. Essentially, cancer cannibalizes itself. This vicious infighting might limit how large or dangerous a tumor can become in a big animal, and since large animals have more space and more resources, these internal conflicts might fizzle out before we ever notice them. A tiny tumor in a mouse is life-threatening. The same size tumor in a human might go unnoticed. In a whale, it's a drop in the ocean. So maybe these creatures do have cancer, just not at a level that causes real harm. Other theories exist too. Maybe large animals have slower metabolisms or different cell structures. But right now, science hasn't nailed down the full answer. Cracking this puzzle could revolutionize cancer treatment in humans. Cancer remains one of our most complex foes. But with every cell studied and every animal examined, we're a little closer to figuring it out. And maybe, one day, beating it for good.